Hey there. In this talk, I'm going to talk about the impact of planning uh, when you're living in the midst of distraction. So, if you're somebody that regularly plans and is relatively productive, this may not be the talk for you. And I would go to another one. In any case, what I want to talk about is the contrast between having a simple plan versus having no plan. And I think the common quote that sort of floats around is if you don't have a plan, you'll be working in somebody else's plan. And that's true. But what I want to talk about is just the difference between having a simple plan, even a single to do item, versus having no plan. Now, I think a lot of times we might start our day and think it doesn't really matter whether we have something planned or not. What I notice in my experience is if I have even one thing kind of blocked out that I'm going to get done, can be something small. What I notice is pretty much I am focused, or at least I have a place to return my focus to when I do get distracted. Um, if I don't have a plan, I'm much more likely to just, let the day pass. And, unfortunately, it may pass in a way that at the end of the day isn't that gratifying. It's not the type of day that I'll look back and say, wow, that was a great day. It might be, but more often than not, I'll sort of get distracted with whatever's closest, which is usually the internet or a phone. Um, and I'm not even necessarily taking advantage of what is around me. Um, Now, when I contrast that with just taking a few moments at the beginning of the day or even the night before and just laying out, you know, anywhere from 1 to 6 things that I want to get done, um, I tend to start my day with a greater sense of purpose and direction. And throughout the day, if there are moments where I would usually get distracted, or even when I do get distracted, all of a sudden I remember, wait a minute, there's something that I wanted to get done today. I take a look at my list and I'm off to the races. I'm back focused. So, it's amazing. It's so simple, but in terms of productivity, this takes your productivity from 0 to 1,000. So what I do, I don't overdo or over obsess about my planning. What I do is every morning or the night before, I'll just quickly sit down and go, okay, what do I want to get done? Or, I ask it two ways. What do I want to get done? Or what would I like to have done by the end of the day? And I do the same thing for my week. Usually on the weekend, I'll sit down and think, okay, what are the 2 or 3 things that I'd really like to have some progress on or have done at the end of the week? And that gives my week incredible focus as well. And once I have those things scheduled, then I feel like two things happen. One, I know I'm going to be relatively productive, so I don't have to worry about that. So, I'm not kind of concerned about being productive during the week because I put down what I want to do, and more often than not, I get enough of it done. So that actually allows me to settle into the moment and enjoy myself. Like there's time when I'm focused and working, and there's other time when I can invite distraction or just do whatever I feel like doing. Um, Instead of being caught in this kind of twilight between um, being distracted and having a sense of I know I should be doing something, but I don't know what it is. Um, so that's what I would recommend. I like to um, I like to plan my week on Sunday afternoon. Some people like to do it Friday evening. Um, and then I have the week laid out with the main elements that I want to get done. Sometimes I like to have a theme for my week around a particular type of work that I'm doing. Maybe I'll have a writing week, or I might have a video week, or it might be focused around playing music or around exercising. So it's kind of nice to. I've got my 3 objects that I want to get done or move forward, And then I have a theme that I can focus on, really put all my attention into one thing, so I can have a sense of depth to what I'm doing. And the rest of the time, I can give myself permission to be distracted in sort of a shameless way, which is a wonderful feeling to let yourself just wander around. And if you want to surf the internet, that's great. Or if you want to be on social media, terrific. Um, so that's the experiment that I would recommend is, take a day and just say, okay, this is the one thing I want to get done. And it doesn't have to be a whole project. It can just be a piece of a project. And then on other days, just leave it open and see which days you're more productive. I'm not saying this will work for everyone. It fits my particular, cognitive environment and my sense of productivity. For someone else, it may not work as well. So I would love to hear how you're doing.